Hey guys, it's Iris Illusion coming at you with a bit of a makeup insight on two things. Some of the products I used in for today's look, which is my California monochromatic peachy coral colors, along with a bit of an update on an upcoming inspirational looks for my Pride looks, which are going to be in about 2 months when June hits around the corner. With today's look to help inspired, especially with these glasses, which are from Amazon with part of their fashion glasses line, I wanted to do something that kind of tied into it, which was the whole orangey bit. So I used a mixture of my W7 Mardi Gras palette with the color Living, which is like this really coral orange color. And then two orange tones from the Festivals by Juvia's Place, which is this one up here, and then this one to kind of smoke it out. And then for this lip, it is a mixture of using, shoot, where'd it go? This L'Oreal Signature Rogue in I Choose as the outline. And then for the main portion of the lip, I used the Perfect Pout from Profusion Cosmetics in Confident, with a little bit of an Aries gloss from Wet n Wild. Oh, excuse me, Wet n Wild, which knocked away somewhere, but more or less on that note, I wanted to create something that kind of tied this whole look into corals. It's not colors I normally play with, which I'm trying to venture outside more of what I normally do, which is a lot of the blues, the purples. I mean, those are my easiest go-tos. And then for highlighter, I used a mixture of the rose gold highlighter from Hard Candy Cosmetics, which they do have a bigger size for $5 or $6. And then a little bit of the Angelic Glow palette from Rude Cosmetics. And I use a little bit of Innocent, which is like this more purpley tone, to give off this beautiful highlight. Next topic at hand, I was discussing about potential ideas for my Pride looks, which are going to be a consistent of 10 different looks, each inspired by the color of the rainbow, and more importantly, of the progressive Pride flag. For those who don't know, it is the flag that represents both the Black Lives Matter along with the Trans Lives Matter colors. So it's the rainbow flag with the triangle design of the Black Lives and Trans. So you have the nude colors or the brown tones, which are going to be part of the Black Lives Matter parts. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple, along with pink and black and white, and then finally the rainbow look. So in my little journal, I've been writing down, and of course, unfortunately, it's going to be backwards for y'all, but been jotting down some ideas of the color concepts, and I think I've nailed down what ones I'm going to do specifically. So for reds, I'm going to stick with doing a ladybug, kind of like the Miraculous Misadventures of Ladybug, of Miraculi Ladybug. With orange, I'm going to do a fun little like 60s mod. So it's going to be kind of like a 60s acid trip wallpaper design for the orange, because there's not a lot of concepts that go with orange unless you're doing like the go-tos like citrus or a butterfly, pumpkin, or even a clownfish, really, if you do the white stripes. With yellow, I think I'm going to stick with doing a sun and moon combo, since they're both on the yellow spectrum, depending on who you are. I've done with yellow the bumblebee pineapple, or oh goodness, the honeycomb design, like that was inspired by Jeffree Star when his palette came out, along with the shooting stars, which was last year's look. And then with green, I'm gonna try recreating my green slime design that I did, I think, about 3 years ago, which was another look inspired by James Charles when his palette came out. But unfortunately, my eyeliner was irritating my eyes so bad that I had to wash it off midway through work. And last year I did my snake design when I used a a stocking, fishnet stocking, to create the black snake pattern. For blues, I'm going to go with doing water, because there was this one makeup video I saw on Instagram where this girl did a water stream across her face and then still kept one eye like a beautiful cut crease look. So I want to try recreating that in my own way. And I'm always about going over the top, especially for my pride looks, because these are supposed to be like fun statement looks. And then for purple, what was interesting is doing a jellyfish. Much like how Evie Oddly, when she did her makeup tutorial on how to do these like mushrooms for eyes, basically instead of, well, of course, no brows, but creating like the jellyfish caps up here and then having the little tendrils all over the place down here. Because last year I did my butterfly cut crease signature, and then the year before that I did Space, which was a lot of rhinestones, I'll tell you that. And then for brown this year, or for like the nude tones, one thing that kind of stuck out, especially if I do this for work, is doing a Trixie Mattel inspired look, because she's all about playing with the neutrals for her most go-to looks. So I thought, why not do a very famous drag queen's makeup style? Then for black and white, I jotted down between like doing yin and yang or Dalmatians, but then I thought, if we're going to challenge ourselves here, why not do like a black and white sketch pop art style? Kind of like how they do for some of those manga horror themed makeup looks. I thought maybe something in similarity to that. And then for pink, since I did this with red last year, but I think with pink it's going to look a little better, is by doing hearts. But instead of doing the whole heart-shaped face, I'm going to try doing a heart eye, and then just sort of playing around that. It was either that or doing like sakura blossoms, cherry blossoms, an acid trip to where I had like little pink smoke coming out of my mouth. Last year I did bubblegum, which was, again, another James Charles inspired look where you had like the drawn on blown bubbles. And then the year before that was inspired by Gem and the Hologram, so traditional 80s glam. Now, the one that I'm excited the most is my pride look, which I have written down to where it's going to be encompassed by the progressive pride flag, to where when I do the cut crease, it's going to be brown and black and white up here, where the black will define the crease line, blown out with brown, and then cut with the white. But down here, I'm going to be doing a rainbow mist, which was inspired by the rainbow under eye highlight look that I did a while back, to where it was very simple up here, but then the color was all focused along down here. I want to recreate that, because then that's going to reminisce a look that I did almost 3 to 4 years ago when I worked at Walgreens, and it was the first Pride festival that I've ever attended with. So, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's little video vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the colors were really fun. I can't wait to continue on getting some ideas for this, and until then, guys, see you soon.